Hello tubes. Well, you all remember from a previous video I had replaced the brake light switch on this Maxima. Well, now there's a little pedal on the a bumper on the back of it, or not in the back of the switch, but where it meets. And let me explain this. This is what the switch looks like. This thing is probably white on mine. This is the old one. What happens is when you push the pedal in, it moves this and it pushes against something. That thing it pushed against is a piece of plastic, and it broke. It's a common thing that happens on a lot of cars. This is what the piece that is left look like. In their description, I will put the actual Nissan part. It's only like $5 to go in there. But this, what I'm going to do is a temporary solution. I'm going to use some double stick tape to kind of make it act like that. In the meantime, while I can go get a part. This happened to me last night at my when I was at my mom's house, taking care of her yard for Mother's Day. I'll insert a picture of the after picture I did after it right here. And yes, I did use a trash pick lawnmower that I was given. I can't sell it because I wouldn't make my money back for how much it took me to fix it. It's an old Tecumseh. Well, what happens when your brake lights won't go out is you turn your car off, the lights are still on. So in order to keep it from killing the battery, I actually pulled the fuse. So what you do to figure out which fuse it is, pull your fuse box cover off, and then look for what says stop right there. That corresponds to I believe it's number 2 on mine. I just pulled it with some needle nose pliers, and I saved it, and I'll put it back when I'm done, because it'll just kill the battery. So what I'm going to do now is I got this. I went over to the dollar store, picked up some double-sided tape. I may have to use 2 of these and cut it up a little bit, but this is a temporary solution while I get the part. You have to get it from the Nissan dealer because you can't get it anywhere else unless you go to a junkyard, pull one out, which then it'll probably break anyway. I have some I have some screenshots of a video I took when I explained the repair for the brake light switch. I'll insert those here to show what it's supposed to look like. And here's what it looks like now. I'm using my phone as a kind of like a scope. Let me see if I can shine the light up there. Okay, you see there's 2 switches. One on the left there is going to be for the cruise control. The one on the right there is for the brake. And what's missing from it is the brake. There's a bumper there it pushes against. It's made of plastic. Well, it broke. I found it laying down on my floor mats yesterday. So, as a temporary solution, I'm going to use those double stick tapes to stick it in there as a temporary thing. I know it won't last long, but it's better than nothing, because you can't drive this car. You can't drive the car when it's like this, because when the brake lights are always on, then the person behind you doesn't know if you're stopping. Plus, it'll wear your battery out. I've cut the piece into the right size. Hopefully that's good enough thickness. If not, I'll just have to stick 2 of them together. And I'll just stick this in there, and but only take off the double stick tape off of the one side. Leave it the other side alone. The tubes. Sorry, that's my neighbor mowing along. What you do to
use a double stick tape and penny solution is, well, this is double stick tape. This is just a wrapper. I just use it for size. You cut it to the right size. Take off the double stick tape from both sides, and then you stick it to the penny on one side, and then you're going to stick the tape to the part in the car where normally the plastic piece would be that you showed you. And now what happens is the brake switch or light switch there pushes against the penny, which is strong enough to hold it at pressure. If you just use double stick tape by itself, it's not strong enough, and it pushes it. It doesn't push it right. So this solution works as temporary. Looks like this. I thought I had ordered the right part from Nissan. This is the wrong one. This is where it screws into the actual brake like switch, which is, as y'all be following me, this is what broke recently. This is the old one. This piece is what this screws on right here. I need the piece where this bumps in, where this thing bumps into to turn it on and off. Well, I haven't been able to find that part listed on Nissan's website. This was the one for the thing it screws into. I guess I'll see if I can return that and get the right part. But in the meantime, what I did is I initially had tried to use just some double stick tape, like this. I got this at the dollar store. I cut it down to size, to the right size, and then I stuck a penny on one side of it, okay, on the back side of it to give it some, firm background. And now it works. Let me see if I can get some light in here. My Free Harbor Freight light here. I'm gonna switch to the different frame. Okay, using the other camera. I don't know if you can see it. Let's get my screwdriver. Okay. What you're looking at here is what's on the left there with the yellow or a brownish orange color. That's the cruise light one. The one on the right is your brake. Let me see if I can prop my phone here up so you can see it. What I've done, what I did here, where you see where it's white there, right? You see if you can see that right there. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, excuse me. Follow. Right here. You can't see that. Right there, we're pointing to. That is double stick tape with a penny in the back of it. Now it has that little push thing that you saw earlier in the old switch, has something to push against. Now when I hit the brakes, it turns on and off. Otherwise, it's going to be on all the time, which will kill your battery. And what I did there is just a hack. Leave it to a small engine hobbyist to figure out stuff like this. Later, tubes.